Well, hello there. You're watching In the Cave Fantasy Football with the four horsemen Vince, Danny, Mikey, and Jason. And you already know shenanigans are incoming. Stay tuned.
Gotta get hype! Can you feel me? Now, can you dig it?
What's up, Cowboy Nation? What's up, fantasy football fans? Welcome to another episode of In the Cave. We would like to welcome you properly to this episode. Go ahead and start us off, Mikey.
Hello.
Hello. That was unrehearsed. That was as real as it gets.
That's got to be the most corny thing I've ever.
What's up, Vince? You want to partake?
No, I'm all right.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. Anyway, I'm sure. Look, what's up? Welcome to the next episode. So we're here in week 3 already, right? Week 3 in the NFL. I'm sure. Look, everyone's talking about Chubb, man. You guys seen that video, bro?
Oh, that was nasty.
I can't even watch it, man.
Oh, yeah,
Very sad.
Yeah, my boy posted it. That's how I accidentally saw it. But sad. You guys know Chubb is he's out for the season. So let's get into injuries, right? Chubb's out for the season. How do you guys think about Jerome Ford, man? That guy looked like a beast running in his absence, right? What do you think, Vince?
What's going on, Doug?
I think Jerome Ford is like a carbon copy of Kareem Hunt. He's plays exactly like him. He has the same body as him, same athletic skill. I think he's a good runner, but he'll do for now for the Browns running back situation.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's what I was thinking. So also keep your eye out on Cam Akers. He's not hurt, but they're gonna sit him. They're gonna sit him, right? So you know you got Kyron Williams. If he's on your waivers, pick him up. You're probably not. You're smart enough to grab him. But Cam Akers, he's gonna move. I think he's gonna be traded. You know, the talks are already like the Bucks, which was Cleveland, obviously, things like that. Baltimore, even the Raiders, which is weird, but whatever. So keep an eye on that. Who else is hurt? Who else we got?
Saquon.
That's a big one.
He's out for
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody's gonna take
Eckler.
a chance
Eckler.
on who.
Eckler's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
one.
Let's get into Saquon, and then we'll get into Eckler. So, are you picking up Matt Breida at all? You know, that's
He's garbage.
I wouldn't even touch any of the running backs.
I was just checking.
Shit, I wouldn't touch anyone on the team.
Nah, bro. When we get into it, you're gonna see you still got Daniel Jones still balling out. I'm still high on some other receivers. We'll see what's up with that. But and then Eckler, right? Eckler's hurt, so Joshua Kelly didn't look all that great, but Keenan Allen still looked like a boss. So I don't know. What do you feel about that situation?
That guy never ages.
I know, bro.
Man.
I feel like he's been playing since I was born.
Right.
And I think he got drafted in 2013. I mean, it's not.
That's a long time ago, bro. That's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
10 years ago. 10 years ago.
I feel bad for all my Jamar Chase owners out there because he's not looking good.
Well, we'll get into that. It's another injury. Like I said, like 50,000 times on the show, probably hamstrings injuries linger. So Joe Burrow, he's already re-aggravated. They already talked about it. So if he's out and they're starting something drowning, Drake drowning, Jake drowning, I don't even know. How do you guys, put it in the chat. How do you guys feel about Jamar Chase and T. Higgins moving forward? You know what I mean? Without Burrow.
I might trade Jamar Chase.
Yep.
No.
Trade bait?
Burrow will be fine.
He's the reason I'm losing in this cave league. I mean, he's dropping 8 points.
And you're bad.
It's a marathon.
And your bad decisions. Who did you sit like last week or the week before?
Oh,
like
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall.
Yeah, and I sat him this week.
He got 0.9 points.
0.9.
I said Swift.
All right. Well, I sat what's his name for Indy?
Yeah, Chase will be fine.
Pittman.
What did I say? Chase will be fine.
Yeah.
No. The running back was it Zay Jones? No, not Zay.
Zach Moss.
Zach
Zach
Moss.
Moss.
I sat him, but he had 20 points. 20
You
points.
see,
in PPR.
you did see Kareem Hunt is visiting the Browns, so that's another.
I was going to
keep
say,
an
I
eye
think
out.
They don't bring him
Hunt will go
back?
to the Browns.
You don't bring him back.
Jerome Ford is still the
Who's
number
gone?
one back there.
Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford will be the number one back.
Yeah, but they need another running back
Yeah.
still. So, I mean,
Yeah.
they have to sign somebody.
For sure. So we went through Burrow. Richardson's back in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So
Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle.
A lot of injuries.
a lot of injuries, a lot of running back injuries. So who we talking about? We talked about Barkley, Chubb, Eckler, Cam Akers. You don't drop to Cam Akers, I don't think so, but he's gonna drop in production because they're not gonna start that man. Oh well, he's gonna get in the game, but they already want to sit him. They already want to sit him. But he's still trade bait. Stash him, trade him, find out where he goes, especially if he goes to the Bucks. You know what I mean?
Who would you trade if you had Cam Akers for? Who would you trade for?
Depends where he goes, though. That's kind of hard. Like, let's say he goes to a team that's going to use him immediately. Let's say he does go to like the Bucks or something. I mean, depends on your needs. I mean, he's going to be an instant freaking, relevant.
We got a question in the chat. Who is the best option to replace Chubb? Well, obviously, I think Jerome Ford.
Well, Jerome Ford for sure. Jerome Ford.
Stay away from Cam Akers.
Yeah, stay away from Cam Akers right now. If that's also in the chat. But Jerome Ford, that guy looked like a monster. It took 5 grown men to bring that dude down, and he was still fighting. So he definitely earned that starting spot moving forward. I think it's going to be him. Cam Akers, stay away from him right now. Yep, Jerome Ford. Eckert,
Yep.
Thank you. Cam Akers, stay away from him right now.
I think he'll be fine too. But,
Chase is Chase, bro.
He's still
You gotta get the ball.
like league winner. But yeah, you gotta get the ball.
You gotta get the ball.
How about Pickens last night?
Yeah.
I had him.
I called it. Y'all don't listen to my start stats until they
My,
actually do it.
Here we go.
my week.
Here we go. Says you, Mikey.
My bad, Vince. My bad.
You're the worst team in the league.
Oh no. We'll get to that.
I'm the only 2-0.
Listen, I
You're
got
not-
you
remember
guys.
that.
Listen, I got you guys right where I want
Out of
you.
us, I'm 2-0.
Sure.
Let Vince get excited. you
Okay,
know.
you want to hear Mikey's start sits from last week? He said start Brees Hall, 0.9 points.
Damn,
He
Vince
said
keeps records,
he said
bro.
sit
Yo,
Matthew Stafford, sit all the Rams running backs. Kyron Williams got like 25 points. Bench New York Jets defense. And bench Dalvin Cook.
It's records.
So, let me ask you a question, Vince. Who was my start set? What was I doing?
Yeah, go
Start
ahead, Vince, because I know you keep records.
Start Joe Mixon. And start Cortland Sutton,
Ooh, that
who did
one's-
terrible.
Keep
Your
going.
sits were Zay Flowers,
Keep going.
who
Keep
went
going.
off.
Wait,
and
wait.
your
He
other
said
sit-
Zay Flowers, right? What does Zay
and your-
Flowers do?
And then your other sit, Mr. 25 points, Brian Robinson, who's the best fantasy running back this week.
Well, I didn't know the Broncos.
He was the best. He's the best point scorer in fantasy this week, and you said so.
In my
Good job.
defense, Brees Hall did only get 4 carries. I didn't think he would get that low of carries.
I was talking to Jason about it. I said I think Brees Hall is going to be a bust because I was talking. I said he's going to be on a snap count, and guess what happened? He was on a snap count. He got 9 points, 0.9 points.
That's gonna happen, but you see, they're not.
I called it. No
They're
one
not
listens to
gonna
me
stop
though.
giving
No one
Brees
listens
Hall
to
the
me.
ball.
Brees Hall he's gonna be
And when he
elite.
gets the ball, it's
He's
up to him.
quick,
He
and
doesn't.
he'll get your.
But I told you he wasn't going to get the ball. No one listened to me.
Well, he also played one of the best defenses in the league, so I mean, you have to cut him some slack.
And week 1, he balled out. So you're 50-50.
It's
Well, I
Right?
think going forward it's gonna be tough because
Well, Dalvin Cook looks
No
terrible.
quarterback. I
Am I
mean,
yeah.
wrong? Dalvin
No,
Cook
he did.
looks terrible.
They're not gonna
Brees
score a
Hall
lot of
looks
He
way
doesn't
better.
like to look like the old Dalvin
It's
Cook.
not even their fault. It's the offensive line. The offensive line is terrible.
Well, that's your whole.
Well, I
that's
can
your
say
whole-
the same thing about Najee Harris and a lot of running backs. In
Najee
Najee
Harris looks like a
Harris is bigger than that.
grandpa.
First of all,
I could have ran them yards.
first of all.
Oh yeah.
Najee Harris-
Hey guys. Hey, let's not forget. Hey, the best fantasy player of the year that Mikey predicted, Najee Harris. How's he doing?
I don't remember
About
that.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what he said. You
First
not
of all,
remember
he
that?
played one of the best
Oh,
defenses
I got my
in the last 2
receipts.
weeks. He played the 49ers,
The
who has
Browns
one of the
have
best
a great
defenses in the
defense.
league,
And
and
the
he played the
Browns.
Browns, who has a good run defense.
I agree. You haven't had a fair shot. So holla at Mikey when
Give me
Najee
a
plays.
break.
Like,
Look at Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren's performing better than him. He had a same defense.
yeah, but those defenses ain't no joke.
Stop.
They're playing the same defense. They're on the same
Jalen
team.
Warren is a receiving back. It's your comments
Oh
are
my
irrelevant. Look at his
God.
rushing yards. It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, man.
Okay.
Did we miss anyone on
Probably
this?
6 points.
Hey, is Gainwell coming back? I mean, I missed that dude.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He'll be back.
how long is Waddle out?
We don't know. Concussion.
No, I
protocol right now.
said Cowboys have the best defense.
He'll
That's
be
what I
back.
said.
Who are you talking to?
Doug.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, I got something. The two best teams in NFL right now. I have my number one team is the 49ers. My number two, I hate to say it's the Cowboys. They look like the second best team in NFL. The 49ers are the first.
How
I'm just being honest.
Well, they play each other. I think
Week
They
five.
barely
Is it
beat
five?
the
Week
Rams. Am
five.
I wrong? Didn't the 49ers almost
The 49ers just look better. Who did the Cowboys
Right.
haven't beat anyone really either. I'm just saying the 49ers look better.
Oh, so now the Jets stink.
They do.
Right? How? Oh, but what about that defense? I thought they had that.
Their
elite
defense is good. Their offense is terrible.
I can tell we dropped 30 on their defense. So where's the elite defense then?
I mean,
man?
you didn't drop 30. I think there was a pick six or something there.
There was no pick six. No pick six.
Look, there's a bunch of undefeated teams in the NFC right now.
Dak made that defense look sorry.
Not talk about the Bucks. You cannot not talk about the Eagles. You know what I mean?
I don't know. The
Atlanta.
Eagles,
Eagles. Oh, we're gonna get into that.
The Eagles offense.
They haven't,
struggled.
I don't think they played anybody with a. I don't think anybody had a win.
I think the
Teams they played against.
Eagles are going to come back towards the end of the season. Right now, that secondary is completely banged up. That's the
And every team they play is in the game.
Yeah.
And they're 0.
Patriots
I think
and
both teams are
Vikings.
0-2.
Yep.
Hey, straight facts. The Eagles are the number one team to stream against for your quarterbacks. I believe if I Googled that correctly. if the interwebs is correct, then the Eagles are the number one defense to stream against when you have your QB because their secondary is completely dismantled right now. So I think start of the week for me would be Baker. You could do Godwin. You could do Evans because they play the Eagles Monday night, and then they're going to light them up. I'm telling you, we have a good defense, so things like that.
I don't know if Evans will have a week like that again.
I think it'll be more Godwin's time to shine because they're going to put their best probably DB on Evans. So I think Godwin shines this game. You're going to get a little bit of Rashad White. Yep.
I love Weed likes Rashad White.
Let's see what Edgar's
They got
saying.
Rashad White. And
Going to the chat, folks, right now.
the Eagles do not have a real quarterback. They're paying Jen.
Just to run the ball.
I don't know about that one.
I know Jury's still, but I like Jalen Hurts.
No, I like the quarterback.
Yeah, I think so. I think he is, man. They just got to get it, put it together, man. That defense got to put it together too.
AJ Brown's upset though.
Oh,
You heard about that?
Devonta Smith is eating all his.
But that's kind of selfish.
Devontae Smith got 2 receptions.
What do you mean 2 receptions?
He got like 2 or 3 receptions. What do you mean he's eating up?
Why is he lying?
Yeah, why is he? You got to be.
Look it
lying.
up. Look it up.
Vince,
Look
they
it
had
up.
the same.
Look
They had
it up.
the same
I'm
amount of
looking at it
attempts.
right now.
Look. Okay.
Pull up his.
Please.
Pull up his.
Well, you can't look at catches. You got to look at targets.
Yeah, Vince, you got to look at targets. That's what I'm talking
What the
about.
hell is that?
Just because you ain't catching it doesn't mean you ain't targeted. You know what I mean? If they're looking his way, how many routes go his way? I think it was almost even. I think it was almost even, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
That's not eating up.
He did have 4 catches.
Thank you.
How many
4 out
targets?
of 5 targets. But week 1 he had 7 receptions.
What did
on
AJ
10
Brown? What
targets.
did AJ Brown have?
Mm.
Target was.
Hey, Vince, what's your pick? San Fran or Dallas, week 5? If it's
San
this
Francisco.
week, who you going with?
Bro,
San
Dallas.
Francisco. I'm sorry. They're just the better team.
How are they the better team? I don't understand.
Do you want me to
They
get me
played the
started?
Steelers week 1, whose offense looks terrible, and then they played the Rams, and then
The Rams are a good football team. I'm sorry. They
now
look
the
good.
Rams are a good football
The
team.
Rams look good.
Hey,
I'm
Vince,
sorry.
you have a fan. I Love Weed says I'm a fan of Close Up Guy, which I'm assuming is you.
Thank you.
You mean Batman Jr.?
And then AJ Brown had 4 receptions of 6 targets for
All right.
29 yards.
Same stats. I'm sick of this. I'm so.
What the hell are you talking about, Vince?
Vince.
You just said that Devontae Smith is not eating AJ Brown's
He's
targets.
not.
AJ Brown had 6 targets. Devontae Smith had 5.
How do the Rams
That's
have
not
a good
eating.
team? Vince, how do the Rams? Vince, how do the Rams have a good team? He didn't answer.
How am I
Yeah.
hating?
Oh,
Hold on.
Whoa,
How
you
about
can't
this?
say the Rams have a terrible team.
No,
My
they
bad.
don't.
They have a
just-
good-
They have a good team. I'm sorry.
bad,
They have
they have a
Matthew
good-
Stafford.
No.
Matthew Stafford's a good. I'm
Team's not
sorry.
terrible. You
They
can't say
literally don't have the same players from that Super Bowl.
All right, well, how about this?
What are you talking
Let's argue about
They
all
don't
of
have
this by
Odell.
going.
They
Let's
don't
go through the weeks.
that. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
non-existent.
Odell's hurt, isn't he?
First of all, he
Their
was
best
he would
receiver
have
was
won
Cobb.
Super
He
Bowl
ran that all
MVP if he
offense.
didn't tear his ACL in that Super Bowl.
Stop.
We'll go into it. Look,
Most overrated receiver.
Giants
in
at
history.
49ers, guys. We'll roll right into it for you guys so we can keep this going. Giants at 49ers.
49ers.
Of course.
49ers,
49ers.
blow them up.
I know.
It's a blowout.
So starts on the Niners side. Let's talk about that. So Brandon Ayuk is on the injury report. He's questionable. Keep a lookout for that.
McCaffrey all day.
Well, yeah. So you got McCaffrey. Anybody starting Brock Purdy? I mean, if you had to, or
If I had to, yeah.
I don't think anybody has him as their starting quarterback, regardless.
I think he's going to do good. I think he's
I
going
don't
to do
think
good. But all right. So if Ayuk is out, you're definitely starting Debo. I think
Debo.
Kittle, you maybe because Ayuk is out.
Mhm.
Maybe on the Giants side of the ball, obviously you have
Nobody.
all the running backs.
Zero.
Only player might be Daniel Jones.
Only
That's it.
player Daniel Jones.
Oh my God.
And we're gonna see
Oh.
why. All right. I'm
Jesus
glad
Christ.
Danny laughed. Let's go to one of these.
I don't
Let's
give
go
a
to one
shit
of
what you
these
show me.
slides. Let's go to one of these slides.
I don't care.
And it's not. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Wait,
Mike.
are
You
they
work
playing
that.
at San Fran?
They're playing that.
Oh, get
the
outta
Giants
here.
are gonna lose. The
No,
Giants
they're
are
gonna
lose.
get blown up.
So I don't know if we can move this down a little bit, but no, not that one. The next one, Mikey. Go to the next slide.
awesome.
Yeah, go to that one.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So, then you added both.
Oh,
No, the wide receiver one down there.
I think
What
you
the
messed
hell is
up.
going on?
All right, that's fine.
I
Leave
think-
it.
I think
We'll
you
get. I got it here. So it doesn't matter, folks. So through week 2, right? Through week 2, in fantasy purposes, let's remove this slide and we'll get into running backs in a minute. But for quarterbacks, through week 2, your number one quarterback for PPR fantasies, Kirk Cousins, 46 points. Jordan Love, 43 points. Justin Herbert, about 43 points. Patrick Mahomes. And Russell Wilson, believe it or not. That's your top 5 QBs through week 2. Now, the reason why I mentioned that, because Justin number 10 right here is Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. To finish off, I'm writing it in because it cut off.
He's writing it in.
If you look this up, it's Daniel
No,
Jones.
sure.
Daniel Jones. After Russell Wilson, you have Tua, Mac Jones, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, right? So I remember when it was on Mike Tagg's show, he asked me who's your top 5 QBs. I stuttered. I say a lot of stupid stuff, but I couldn't answer that because look at this list. Cousins, Love, Herbert, Holmes, Wilson. I mean, it's not going to stay that way, obviously, but
Stop.
you see what I'm saying.
Troy is right. Steelers trash, Rams trash. And
Yeah,
then
just get
Jones
some
sucks.
people in
Jones
the chat.
stinks.
Not for fantasy.
Not for fantasy
Not for
because he
fantasy.
runs. Not-
He's a
not
top
for
10
fantasy
QB right
'cause he
now in
runs.
fantasy. You can't say that.
Like-
top 10 QB.
For example, Justin Fields can't throw the ball for some reasons, but he can run the ball.
He can run the ball. Right. So we're talking about fantasy here, folks. Like, we could talk football all day. This ain't ESPN. This is fantasy.
Justin Fields is a terrible QB. He will never be a franchise QB.
What do you
Who, Jones?
No, Fields.
Fields?
Oh, Fields.
Daniel
Give
Jones
him
pretty
time.
much is a.
Give Time.
All right.
Give
Someone
him
said
time.
Give
He'll
him
never
time.
be that with the Bears.
No, he's
Right,
terrible.
right.
He's not a good.
I
QB.
think he has the
He has
potential.
0.2 seconds to throw the ball.
They got to fix that.
They got no O-line.
And in the chat, they said Tua's going to ball out again. So Tua's playing Denver, Danny. What do you say about that?
I agree.
Well,
Oh, 3.
Waddle might be
Waddle's
out.
out.
Waddle might be out.
Then I think
And
we
you
might
got-
we're gonna have a fighting chance.
How's
We're
your
in every game. I mean, we're up 21-3 against the Redskins.
how's your run defense? So most
The
of it's not the
Commanders.
greatest.
No, the Redskins. What?
How's the run defense? You gonna be able to stop Raheem?
Well, he started running in the second half. I mean, our defense is good. Surtain shuts down any receiver he faces. It's
You
just-
got Hill.
The Kareem Jackson got thrown out of the game. That didn't help. I don't know. I think we'll be all right.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't think we're gonna win, if I'm realistic.
All right, anybody got any start-sit questions in the chat? We're gonna keep rolling through. So we went through the Giants, San Francisco already. On the obvious side of San Francisco, you're gonna start all your obvious guys. Brandon Ayuk may be hurt, so you may start Kittle. The only person you're gonna look at on the Giants side is Daniel Jones for fantasy purposes. Honorable mention to Hyatt. That boy's averaging 44 yards per catch, but he's probably only gonna get like 3 attempts a game. But they're huge attempts. But watch that moving forward, man. He's a beast. Tennessee at Cleveland. All right. I want Cleveland's defense this game. Cleveland's defense ball out. If you look at the game with the Steelers, they gave up 1 touchdown. They gave up 13 points. 1 touchdown, 2 field goals. You know what I mean? The Cleveland's defense is going to ball out. It's their offense that's hurting them. So Cleveland's side of the ball, guys. You're starting Deshaun Watson, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I'm starting.
Starting Deshaun Watson.
I'm starting Cooper. I'm
Yeah.
starting Jerome Ford.
Jerome Ford. Grab him off your waiver wire if he's still there. If anyone, I don't know how
He's
still
going
there,
to be there. He's going to still be there.
Yeah, he's going to
If
still be
your
there.
waivers are tonight. Hey, if anyone should still be there, if Jerome Ford should be your number 1 option because your waivers hit tonight. Your number 2 should be Zach Moss. Your number 3 should be, I'm gonna go Reynolds for the Lions since Amon-Ra has turf toe.
If you're looking at running backs, yeah. I like what's that guy's name? Puka.
Puka's not on the waivers anymore.
I'm saying if he is.
He's not.
I'm saying if he is.
This
I
isn't
really
last week.
Puka.
Man.
I can't even say his name.
When Cooper comes
Puka Nacua.
back, Puka is going to be back to what he was.
No, he's not. Puka is still going to be a good role. He's not going to be what he is now, but he's still going to have a good role.
Well, we'll see. All right, we got Atlanta at Detroit. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We didn't talk about Tennessee side of the ball. Tennessee versus Cleveland. We already talked about Cleveland. We talked about we want their defense, no obvious starters. What about Tennessee? Starting anybody on Tennessee?
Derrick
Andrew Hopkins.
D-Hop.
You starting D-Hop?
Yeah.
Well, you see what George Pickens did against that defense. I feel like D-Hop can do a hell of a lot better.
Or Burks. Treylon Burks.
Treylon Burks sucks. I don't give a damn.
Didn't he have like a?
He's a bust. Did you watch the catch he had? It literally was a Mickey Mouse catch. He was wide open. He should have gone for a touchdown.
No, I did watch a 60-yard catch. That's what I did watch. Vince.
He's so slow. He couldn't even get in. He should have touched him.
Everybody in the chat says Puka.
He ran 60 yards, and he said he should have got in. Like he probably was tired.
Jalen Burks could be a flex option. Yeah, I agree.
Treylon Burks.
There's so many better options.
We're looking at this little screen. All right, let's go to Atlanta versus Detroit.
Atlanta's winning that game.
God, Detroit blew that game.
I know.
Atlanta's winning that game.
Atlanta's winning that game?
They're winning the game.
All right, well,
no, at Detroit, they're not winning.
They're winning the game.
Detroit's winning it.
Detroit's gonna
didn't Detroit lose at home?
Detroit's going to put up 30.
Not against Atlanta.
Detroit's going to put up 30.
Don't sleep on Atlanta.
Facts.
I'm sleeping on Atlanta.
Atlanta has a good defense.
St. Brown's on the. He's going to be all right, but he's on the injury report just to put.
He's not going to play this week.
St. Brown's not going to play this week.
I can. It's an 80% chance in my opinion.
Hold on.
He has turf toe.
He's turf toe. There's no way he plays.
I got the official.
There's no way he plays if it's turf toe.
He's got the injury report.
He's got Deion Sanders' feet.
So right now he's questionable.
He's not playing.
Deion, if you're watching, brother.
He's not playing.
See, look, everyone's agreeing with me. Atlanta. They're all saying Doug saying Atlanta.
So somebody talking about Deion talking about he can't wear flip flops.
Oh my gosh.
Are we going there?
So
no, I agree because
you agree he can't wear flip flops?
No. Oh my God. I'm saying Bijan's gonna run wild on the Detroit's defense. They don't have a good run defense.
Right.
I think
Kenneth Walker had 2 touchdowns.
I think Detroit beats him by 2 touchdowns.
I don't
touchdowns?
I don't agree.
I do.
Detroit side of the ball, you're doing St. Brown. You're doing Gibbs.
Gibbs, I'm definitely starting.
He's definitely starting Gibbs.
How's Montgomery's hurt for like a couple weeks.
That's what I was saying. My boy Montgomery. Montgomery's out, so definitely Gibbs. Atlanta side of the ball, my boy Bijan.
Drake London.
London stepped up.
Tyler Algier, flex or step.
What'd I tell you about him? What'd I tell you? Remember last week I told you guys to sit him? I said do not start him. You should have listened to me. No one listens to me.
What do you do week 1?
Right.
You know what? Let's get
it. Doesn't matter week 1 is. I told him you sit him week 2.
Running back slide. Here's another running back slide, all right? Your top 5 running backs and tight ends through week 2. So your running backs.
Change the subject.
Brian Robinson, Kyron Williams, T. Mozart, and Tony Pollard. That's your top 5 fantasy running backs, right? Fantasy running backs. Now, the complete list to round off the top 10, right? And this is just for Vince. Number 6, number 7, Saquon. Number 8, Derrick Henry. Number 9. Fantasy-wise, through week 2, Tyler Algier.
Jeez, my dude.
Number 10?
It's been 2 weeks.
Number 10, Dave.
He had 1 good game.
We're talking about 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
Number 10,
what
David
the
Montgomery.
hell are you talking about?
2 running back picks are in the top 10 for stashing. I'm not saying drop guys and pick them up and start them right away. I'm saying stash these dudes it's a long season, and they're top 10 running backs right now, and they don't even start Montgomery, but. Tyler didn't even start. But anyways, that's facts. All right, we can remove this slide. Let's get into New Orleans at Green Bay. Green
Green
Bay
Bay wins that game.
wins the game. I think it's consensus. I don't know. New Orleans is pretty tough, but that Jordan Love shocked the shit out of me. So we starting Jordan Love.
If you need to, yes.
He's not an automatic start.
I'll
He's
tell
a
you
good
what,
fantasy
Love
quarterback
is,
so far.
Love's
He's
been
been
doing a
doing
lot
good.
better than I thought.
Love is
I would actually-
If you have a debatable QB, I would
I'm
start
turning the
Love.
ball over.
Jordan Love is your number. Remember what I said? He's your number 2 running back to week 2. I'm sorry, quarterback to week 2. Fantasy points wise.
But he plays
Yeah.
a good defense this week, so
PPR.
Are you talking about Aaron Jones, Doug?
What Doug say?
Is Jones going to play? I don't. I think he's talking about Aaron Jones.
Aaron
I don't
Jones.
think he is he?
Let me see.
I know he has a hamstring injury.
Pull up the report. I didn't hear anything.
You think all
about-
these hamstring injuries is from preseason?
I just think these guys are getting old. The hamstrings
Not
later.
playing?
Well, I mean, this happens like every year, you know. Usually,
It's a lot.
first couple weeks
But
hamstring.
lot
you're
of
a
good
pro.
players.
You're a pro. You're
It
supposed
just
to
seems
keep
like
at it.
everybody's out with hamstring injuries. And did you see in the news how they were accusing, I forgot what it was, but the running backs of faking injuries?
Oh,
Players
well, they
Association.
said, yeah. I
I
mean,
didn't see that.
Yeah, it was on the news today.
All right, on the New Orleans side of things, bunch of injuries at the running back position, right? Oh wait, timeout. Let's go back to real quick before I lose this thought. Atlanta. What the hell do I do with Kyle Pitts? Do I drop him? If you're the Kyle Pitts owner, am I dropping this
Week
guy?
2.
He has nothing, man.
sell him.
No.
Sell him for his name. That's my opinion. He's not gonna. He's soft.
Trade bait.
Trade
Some
him.
trade bait. You're not
Trade
gonna
bait.
drop him.
People like him for his name, not for his production.
Man, I got him. It's only
He's a name.
asking for.
he's a name, like a Madden character.
He's the name you know.
Yeah.
So sick of that guy giving me
He
nothing.
sucks. Like
Yeah.
it's not his fault though. It's Desmond Ritter's fault.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, any sit questions in the chat? Just throw them in the chat if you guys ready. So Denver at Miami. Miami, obviously Tyreek Hill, Tua, right? You starting Mostert. On the Denver side of things, who we got?
I'm starting
tell you,
Judy.
Who stepped
Judy?
up was
I'm
Mims.
starting Judy.
Mims
Mims.
stepped up.
I like Mims.
I don't start Mims this week.
He stepped up. I wouldn't start him.
No, I wouldn't start. I got to see consistency. You can't
Well,
just.
Judy's
Starts-
back, so I start Judy.
Judy was back last week.
I still go.
No, I'm just saying.
I
like
still
he's
go-
back.
I
mean,
still go Sutton.
they limited him when he came back.
I think
now he's
Sutton's
gonna
the
get
best
the full
receiver
role.
on that team.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He is.
He's not.
And he's the guy that's.
I can
probably
tell
getting the
Russell
most
Wilson's
catches.
blind because he had Jerry Judy on wide open on that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, nothing to say to that.
Well, when he's running to the right, I don't think he can.
That should have been a penalty at the end of the game. I'm not being biased there. It's
Okay,
That
then
was
the
a
Steelers
PI.
then the
Should've come to that.
Browns then the Browns should have got a PI too.
It shouldn't have come to
So
that.
is-
So it is what it is.
Who wins this game? Miami or Denver?
I think Denver pulls it
that's a
out.
question.
Miami usually has a game where they don't look good, and I think this could be the game.
What do you say, Vince? If you say that's a question,
Miami wins this game.
We have the potential to win the game, and I hope we do.
Well, I
but
think what Denver needs to do is Surtain needs to shadow Tyreek.
I think you will.
he owns Tyreek, dude.
I'm saying
Look-
that's why
look
they
at
got to
history.
shadow him.
Look at history.
Force them to beat him with the third receiver. All right, Minnesota at the Chargers. Man, Minnesota.
Chargers are winning that game.
Yeah.
Minnesota's defense is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, Minnesota can't figure it out, and I don't know why. You're still starting Hawkinson, you're Jefferson,
Jesus.
Kirk Cousins.
I might start Kirk Cousins.
I just burped in his face. I just burped in his
I'm-
face. That's right. Now,
You just come out of prison?
I might start Kirk Cousins this week.
you should. He's the number 1 quarterback in fantasy right now. People hate on him.
Well, give Mahomes Justin Jefferson. Even
What
you
did,
already won MVP. By
He
now.
did ball out.
All right, real quick. Steven says Miami's going to destroy Denver. Cousins is the number 1 quarterback right now. He might ball out and make a statement. Yeah, number 1 quarterback. People hate on him. I don't know why. Miami has more weapons. If the
Yeah, but if they don't have Waddle,
if they don't have Waddle, yeah, it's tough.
I mean, it's pretty much double
What is
Tyreek.
that? Which pull up? I love we. That's that. That's not what I'm saying.
Which Bucks QB will win this week? CJ
Buck.
Stroud. He's talking about the Ohio State Buckeyes. I can almost guarantee it. CJ Stroud is he
Over
did pretty good in
Denver,
fantasy.
Hold
They
on,
go-
hold
Who do
on.
the Bears play?
No. CJ Stroud. Where is he at?
Texans.
Yeah. Right here. Jacksonville.
Oh,
At
he's
Jax.
not winning that game.
I could see it
Jax.
happen. I could
He's
see it
not
happen.
winning that game. Yeah, he's not winning that game.
First of all, Ohio State stinks.
I mean, but
He's not
okay.
winning against Kansas
I'm
City.
saying CJ Stroud has a better chance to win his game this week than Justin Fields is this week. There's
How?
no way. Because
Chicago,
Justin
Kansas
City,
City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm
and
with you.
CJ plays Jacksonville, who
In
has
Jacksonville.
a great defense
In
in
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Honestly, none of them could win.
I like CJ.
Okay.
My
I'm
money's
saying
on-
CJ has the better chance.
My money's on
No, I
CJ.
like CJ, but I don't think they're there yet.
I know, but he's still finding
They
his
got
way
a
in the
young
NFL.
team though. I like their team. I like Minchie and Tank.
Burrow can play. He's the only number one. 'Cause he's...
Oh, well, Burrow is a. That's how I don't see him
Oh,
as
he
a.
bounced-
I didn't think Burrow was going to play this week.
Don't even
I
think
didn't
about
Burrow-
Don't even think about claiming Burrow. He left Ohio State because you guys are trash.
Oh.
And he won a national
Penn State
championship.
fan. Penn State.
Ooh. Burrow was a Bucks QB.
Yeah, but he was more of a LSU.
No.
QB.
Okay, so Cam
What?
Newton is a Gator then, right?
Yeah, Cam Newton is Cam Newton.
That makes no
considered
sense
Gator?
at all.
Hey, any more sit questions or anything like that? Just throw it in the chat and let us know. All right, New England Jets. Who wins this one? Who wins this one?
New England.
In New York.
New England.
New England.
All right.
I think the Jets could win this one.
Think we'll
If
pull
there's
it out?
if there's one they could win, it's this one.
If there's one thing, all right, put it out. So obviously, are you
Because New
starting?
England doesn't
Right.
have a good offense.
Yeah, their offense is
Like
non-existent.
this week I'm starting. Now this week I would start Brees Hall. This is the week I would start Brees Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
but, yeah, but New England's defense is not trash.
I'm not saying
No,
it's
that would be
trash,
good.
but I think they're gonna feed Brees
Ah.
Hall.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, my wife made a fantastic turkey cabbage stew, and it's just coming all up right now.
It's
Better off this end.
like shit in a broth. Mm.
It's probably better than me getting the runs after your party this weekend.
Mm.
All right. So Jets, are you starting Wilson?
No,
No.
Zach Wilson.
Huh?
Zach Wilson.
Garrett.
Oh, yes, Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to.
No, I'm not starting Zach.
Well, I mean, you said Wilson, so I was
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah,
okay.
alright.
No, Otis Wilson.
Brees Hall. New England side of thing, you starting Stevenson?
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have to. You have to. He's a catcher.
New England's defense.
If they get
maybe.
up, they're gonna run the ball. Period.
New
So,
England's defense, I would start.
That's a sneaky start right there.
Yeah.
New England's defense.
you can probably get some turnovers. In
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially.
All right. Washington. Go ahead, say the name, Danny. Washington. What?
Redskins.
The Buffalo Bills going to the Washington.
Bills are smacking them.
are gonna smack them all over the place.
Smack them.
You definitely.
I don't know, man. Washington's they're 2-0.
Yeah, I don't know how they're 2-0.
They beat the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals are a free win.
I know.
Well, it's not,
But
the
they're not a
Giants'
bad
fault.
team.
Well, the Giants stink.
They're terrible. Terrible.
They run the ball well, decent receivers. They're not terrible. Let's just put it that way.
No, they run the ball
No,
great.
Yeah,
Brian-
but I mean,
Brian
the
Robinson.
Bills are.
They're a
gonna
good middle tier team.
Oh, yeah.
They're not trash.
I mean, I'd see them 9-8.
Well, Brian Robinson right now for the Commanders is the number 2 running back through fantasy.
Because Buffalo did not look good.
Yeah, they got to get it together. I don't know what's up with them. They should be murdering them. All right, Houston. Oh, well, who wins this game? Buffalo? Everyone says Buffalo?
Buffalo, I think Buffalo.
Vince?
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
I'm going,
All right.
I'm going Washington.
You're going Washington?
Redskins.
I'm writing that down. Danny,
I'm going Washington.
Washington.
It's at Washington. I think they could beat
You
it.
might have to get a slide next week. All right.
Yeah, how did I get a slide for? You guys all should have got a slide for the performance you guys had.
Oh, we can call.
Only
call
Vince gets a slide.
I'll
though,
get
'cause-
made fun of for saying Brees Hall should be.
When you're 2-0, then you can talk.
Oh, we're gonna get into that too. Let's get into hold on. Did we do tight ends? Yeah, we didn't do tight ends
No, we
right
didn't do
now.
tight
So
ends.
do the week 5. Just gonna throw this up there, just for your flex options. I'm having tight end
Thank
issues
you,
with
Steve.
Pitts. What Steve say?
Well, I mean, this is a
Yeah,
shock.
thank you.
This is a shock. I mean, who would have thought
Right.
this would be the top 5?
Yeah, that's your top 5.
Who is that last guy?
Exactly. Who What is that?
Who's
Kalen
Kalen
Granson?
Granson? Who
Kalen, I'll
is
tell
that?
you exactly. I had to look
Probably
this
a
up
guy
myself.
that had a good week one.
The Colts.
Colts.
The Colts. The Colts right now. Hunter Henry, Logan Thomas. Hasn't Logan Thomas been playing for like 20 years? I swear I've heard.
I think that's his son. No,
And Hayden Hurst.
Well, I mean, you would think like, Njoku or
right.
I mean, to be
or
honest, the only
Tyler
guy I
Higbee.
expected to be on that list is probably Hawkinson.
Hawkinson,
Kelsey, but I mean, Kelsey did miss.
Kelsey
yes.
will
Kelsey,
be one,
Kittle,
but
you
He'll
expect
get back.
Andrews.
Kittle,
Andrews just got
Andrews.
back. Andrews just got back.
Kelsey would be number one. when
Well,
it's all said and done.
So right now, to round out the top 10, number 6 is Waller, Ingram, Mark Andrews, Sam Porter for Detroit, and Dawson Knox for Buffalo. So that's your top 5. Oh, go ahead. Okay. All right, so
Remember when I said don't draft a Denver Bronco tight end?
He was right because now that one dude's on the IR. Whoever Greg.
well, it's like a Penn
Dulcich
State
is,
running back, bro. They're always hurt.
Always hurt.
It's perfect.
Franco Harris. So.
All right, so Houston at Jacksonville. Who wins this game?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jack.
Jacksonville at home.
I like the Texans, but Jacksonville's gonna win this.
On Houston side of things, who we starting there?
I got to be honest, Tank Dell.
I was thinking Tank Dell, Damian
Tank Dell.
Pierce,
Damian Pierce.
He was that sleeper receiver.
Nico Collins.
Nico Collins is. Yeah, I really like Nico. I really like Nico. He's definitely a stash.
Vince, what you think about Tank Dell?
I love Tank Dell.
He's your guy, right?
He's a-
You saw it live.
I did.
Yes,
I saw it
yeah,
live. I was there.
Saw it live.
That was probably the best moment of my life.
Yeah, you were there too.
Nico Collins is the best receiver on that team. Start Nico Collins over any of those guys.
Now look at him dropping 100 yards in the NFL game.
Anybody in the chat? Later, y'all. It's fun. Go Cowboys. All right. Later, love the weed.
Later, love weed.
Go get high.
All right, let's run through these. The Colts at Baltimore. Who you starting on the Baltimore side of things?
Zay Flowers.
Zay, you were starting them, Danny?
Odell's hurt.
Oh, we have to
You
start.
got to
Zay.
go
I
Zay
love Zay.
Flowers.
I love Zay. I love Zay. Gus is for us.
Are you starting Jamal Lewis?
I would if he came back. He could throw me.
And that's Ray Rice.
Oh, another Raven. He did?
Yeah, that was Ray Rice.
Oh, that's messed up. We're gonna get sued. All right, Colts. Richardson is concussion. You're starting our boy with the broken arm running back. What's his name?
Moss.
Are you gonna start him? I mean, he's gonna get to work.
I start Richardson too if he's healthy.
If he's healthy.
He started off 2 rushing touchdowns. Boom, boom.
Yeah. Well, he's concussion protocol right now. So
Wow.
if he's healthy, yeah. That's probably it for them. All right, Carolina at Seattle. I'm still a Geno lover. I don't know why.
See, Panthers are terrible, so Seattle's gonna win this one.
Tyler
I
Lockett.
don't start anybody on Carolina unless it's Miles Sanders.
I like Miles
I don't
Sanders.
start any of them.
No, you have to start
At
Miles Sanders.
Seattle?
You have to start Miles Sanders though.
Yeah.
I don't start any of them.
You starting
no
DK?
choice.
You starting DK and Lockett?
Yeah, you have to.
I
I mean,
like Lockett.
DK, you have to. Lockett, you can mix the flex, but yeah, I'd start Lockett this week, especially because DK's hurt. So
Okay. All right. Chicago at Kansas City.
Ooh,
Kansas City's home.
Kansas City.
Oh, Kelsey coming back full strength.
Oh, is he back this game? I hope so.
I believe he is.
Oh. I don't
And
know.
Vince Kuiper, is he back?
He should be. Well, he was getting on a snap count last week.
Yeah, he should be full strength.
No, he'll be
Alright.
back.
All right. So in Kansas City side of things, I mean, everybody pretty much Mahomes.
I'm starting
Not
Kadarius
some-
Toney.
I was just gonna say not him. You starting him
Yes, I am.
with Kelsey back?
With Kelsey.
He's
He's their only receiver, in my opinion.
but when Kelsey's back,
I mean, I still would maybe flex with Kadarius
Yeah.
Toney.
all right. I can see Tony in the flex. The Bears. You're starting anybody on the Bears? Anybody?
DJ Moore,
I mean, the only guy
I
you
mean-
would start is Fields.
Fields, and DJ Moore.
But other than that,
Who's their running back?
Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
It's going to be
Quiet.
Roshan Johnson is going to take over that backfield.
Yeah. Well,
Whoever-
we'll see.
Whoever Vince just said.
All right, Dallas Cowboys at Arizona. This is
Don't
gonna
start
be
anybody on
a
Arizona.
whopper.
Do
This is-
not. I'm warning you.
Snort fest.
Marquise Brown is going to get 0 points, maybe 0.9.
This
He'll have a
is-
Brees Hall. stat.
this is the game where Pollard could get 200 yards.
I won't. I'm not starting Claypool, Steven. I'm not.
They're going to run the ball. They're going to be up 20-0 by the end of the first quarter.
Pollard, Dak.
If
Usual
there's
suspects.
start Dallas's defense, they will probably have 50 points by the end of it.
Through week 2, Dallas defense is number 1 in
This is,
fantasy for standard, number 2 in PPR.
Dallas's homecoming.
Yeah, pretty much. Pittsburgh at Las Vegas. We got 3 more to get to. 3 more games. Pittsburgh at Las Vegas Raiders.
Pittsburgh's winning.
Raiders.
Pittsburgh's winning.
Pittsburgh win. What do you say, Vince?
Raiders.
Raiders at home.
They're not winning.
Raiders at home, absolutely.
Ah,
They're not winning.
poor Adams. Is Adams even top 10 right now? What's he been doing?
Devontae?
Yeah.
He dropped like
He had
20 points.
he had an amazing game.
Nice. All right, yeah, I haven't missed that.
Yeah,
one.
you always got to go Devontae,
All right.
Well, yeah.
especially with what's his name out.
Jacobs had negative yards, but he still had positive points. I don't know how that's possible.
What about the Pittsburgh side of things?
I'm starting Najee Harris.
What's up with these two?
Oh, here we go.
Starting it. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Najee Harris is due for a big game.
I hope so.
Due. And the Raiders defense is not good.
I hope so, but that dude's burned me so many times. I
They don't
never
use
dropped
him at all. They don't use him right for nothing.
Philly?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. Next game, Philly at Tampa Bay Monday night. I'll be there.
They don't use Najee right
Taking
for
your
nothing.
friend?
They don't use Najee
Yeah,
right for
Scott.
nothing.
They don't use Najee right. Dude, he looks terrible.
They don't use him at all though, Vince. They don't use him
Dude,
as
did you
they don't
see him run yesterday?
He was with Alabama.
He looked like
caught
Nick
the
Chubb
ball.
after the
Can I say
injury. It
Can I
looks
say
like Nick Chubb tried to run
Okay,
after
relax.
the injury.
Okay.
Usa.
USA. Not
Usa,
when not
why don't you
Harris was
kiss
in
my
Alabama,
ass with that
caught
shit?
the
Don't do
ball
that
a
with
lot.
me.
He's
Don't
more
do
of
that
a
with me.
receiver, And he was a running back. What'd you say, Vince?
Say it again, Vince.
Say it again, Vince.
He
Say
said,
what?
"Shut up,
Anybody in the chat? Would you rather have Najee or Damian Pierce?
Najee.
Najee."
Najee. David
Uh,
Najee.
Are we talking matchups or we're talking rest of the
Najee.
season?
Well, I mean,
I mean, probably a little both. Still probably
Both?
Najee, but
Let's see. Just traded Moser, Najee, and Love for Wilson Fields and
Fields and
Gainwell. Your
Gainwell.
thoughts?
That's a good trade.
let's
Well,
put that up.
I look at it. I don't know about Gainwell because he's hurt. and
Vince, what do you
especially
think
with
about this
Swift
trade?
Having a big Wilson is going to be a hit or miss now.
I
Fields,
still like Wilson.
You lost that trade.
yeah, but I mean, he's going to be a hit or miss.
I don't think he lost that trade. Fields.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
did.
not
You
saying he
drafted
lost.
you
Oh, he
took a
dropped it.
crappy Garrett Wilson. You took crappy Justin Fields, and Kenneth Gainwell was probably not going to be.
Wait,
the starter
what did he
anymore.
say?
Yeah.
Crappy Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Garrett Wilson's not a fantasy performer anymore without Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry.
He will
That
be.
is such a. He
Didn't he
literally
just have, like,
has.
65
Didn't
yards?
he?
He had
have,
the-
like 16 points in
All right,
fantasy?
he had the luckiest catch of his life. I like it was.
Lucky-
He
That's
was.
what he
But
does.
he-
I know what he means. It's
That's
just
what he does.
their
No,
offense is not.
But he got 8 targets still.
He's the whole receiving core.
He
The
even
entire
with,
receiving core.
even how bad as that offense was, he still had 8 targets.
How many catches?
2.
So 8 targets, 2 catches.
Yeah, but he almost had 2 deep ball catches.
So what does that tell you about the quarterback?
Well, hold on. They played Dallas.
Well, yeah, but I'm
All
saying
right,
moving
they played the
forward.
number one D, like one of the number
But
one
I'm
defense.
just saying he's getting the targets.
And look, Wilson last week, 16 fantasy points, right? He had 2 receptions, 83 yards, and a touchdown with Zach Wilson versus the Cowboys. Come on, dude. That's a fantastic stat to me. That's a fantastic
2 catches, fantastic.
16 fantasy points for a wide receiver is fantastic. We're
Did
talking
No,
you
it
see
is,
the?
but
Did
I
you
mean-
see the play where he got that touchdown?
I don't want 2 catches.
It was a- it was a- it was a- It was a busted coverage, and he just got wide open, and he ran for like a
So
60-yard touchdown.
so you're telling them not to expose it.
right.
What?
He exposed it. He did what he was supposed to do as a receiver.
So you're telling them not.
No,
not
it was
to
the
go
defense's
expose
fault. It wasn't really any dude.
Oh.
Anyone could have ran that route and got that touchdown. It wasn't anything skillful. That's all I'm
it. So
saying.
George Pickens got lucky.
No, it's not.
No,
luck.
because George Pickens has skill. I'm saying
So
Garrett.
Wilson
Garrett
has
Wilson
skill.
doesn't
Oh
have
my
skill.
god, you are literally. Can you let me talk? Dude,
Garrett
you're
Wilson
just trying to
and George
gaslight what I'm trying to
Had
say.
the same.
You're just
thing.
trying to talk over me
Go ahead.
instead of letting me
Go
talk.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm saying
Go ahead.
I'm ready. I was waiting
You
for you to
said
stop
you're
talking.
Said you were
No,
talking.
he keeps going. Go ahead. So I'm
There
waiting
you
for him to
go.
stop saying.
Oh, speak.
All right,
I'm saying Garrett Wilson is not a fantasy receiver anymore. George Pickens is a better fantasy receiver than Garrett Wilson right now.
Watch his mouth.
Look,
No,
Mike
he's
Tag
not.
said when you play Dallas as expected. Yeah, right now I agree. Steven said, "Hey, that's
Don't
why
get cocky.
Moser and Najee alone
We're
are
going
worse
to the
than
show.
somebody got." I don't know. I think it was all right. I think it was an all right trade. Who else do we got? Zay Jones, 2 TDs, but scored 0 points in fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
Zay,
let's move-
Zay Jones sold a lot of people.
Yeah.
What's the next
All
game?
right, Philly at Tampa Bay Monday night. All right. So for this one, I'm telling you, Philadelphia is the number one defense you want to stream against for your QB. So I'm starting Baker, starting Evans.
I'll say
Um,
this: Tampa
yeah.
Bay's gonna win this game.
I
Yep.
agree. I
Me
think
too.
they're going to win.
I say 31-28 Tampa Bay
They're not
style.
going to win the game.
Tampa
I
Bay
think
win.
What
What
if-
They're not.
You're
I'm a
dark.
Buccaneers fan. They're not going to
You're
win this
such a
game.
fan. What?
They're not gonna win this
think
game.
they're
If
gonna
they
win.
win this game, everybody got to stop shitting on the Buccaneers. They'll be 3-0, beat the likes of the Vikings, the Eagles.
I don't know. I
and-
just think the Eagles have been exposed the last 2
They've
weeks.
been again. They've been.
They give up a
100%.
lot of points.
100%. That's the secondary.
And the Bucks, I mean, yeah, you can say what you want about Baker, but man, he's got some good receivers.
Yeah. No, I agree. All right, last.
What a good old line too.
Well, yeah. I like it.
And the defense is
It's
performing.
pretty good.
Mhm.
I will say I'm worried about AJ Brown and Devontae Smith coming here, but you see what Jefferson did against us over 100 yards.
So are you benching either one of these Eagles receivers?
Yeah, but you
No
saw what
way in
Jefferson
hell
did
I'm
against the
benching it.
Eagles, so I mean, it kind
No.
of evens it out.
Yeah,
I'm starting everybody on the Eagles.
Yeah.
But you have to.
you have to.
But you have
It's
to.
going to be a high scoring game.
I just think it could be a high scoring
Only
game.
person
where-
I'm not starting is Swift or Gainwell.
Oh,
I'm not starting them.
Is Swift healthy?
Yeah, Swift is out
Then
there.
I'm starting Swift.
I
Why?
think no.
The Eagles use their
Tampa Bay
running
has-
back so weird.
And Tampa Bay has a good
You
defense.
have to.
You
just
don't have to.
start him.
All right. Rams at Cincinnati, last Monday night game. Rams at Cincinnati. So Joe Burrow might be out, right? So what are you doing?
He's
with
not
Joe
gonna-
Burrow plays,
He's on it.
Cincinnati wins.
He's on it.
If he doesn't play, they lose.
Cincinnati's gonna win, and Jamar Chase is gonna have 150 yards
Without
and
Burrow?
a couple touchdowns. Burrow's gonna play.
Okay,
What
I'm
if he
saying,
doesn't?
what if he doesn't?
Now without, he might stay.
No, I'm just saying, like the
With
Rams-
Burrow.
Without Burrow, the Rams beat him, I think. Rams.
Something that have the firepower.
Yeah, but neither will the Bengals.
Yeah,
without
but
Burrow.
even with the Bengals, I mean, they still have Chase, they still have Nixon, they still have T. Higgins.
Who's throwing to him?
It doesn't matter. Look at Brock Purdy.
Stop.
No,
You're
like-
gonna
When he
compare
came,
their
but
backup
I'm
to
saying when
Brock
he,
Purdy?
That's more
no,
like look
no,
at Bryce
I'm
Young.
saying when Brock Purdy came, he had Debo, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. I'm saying he had weapons.
But
and
he
so
also
on.
had an amazing
Look at,
system.
but I'm saying when the backup comes in, don't just sleep on them. Because look at the Cowboys with Cooper Rush.
Stop.
Well, I'm just saying
All
it
right,
helps
right.
when you have good weapons.
Here's our in the cave standings right now through week 2. Mike Tags 2-0 on the league. Kelly 2-0. Danny T, our very own Danny T. That's what he's highlighted 2-0. Fred 1-1. Vince 1-1. Yours truly, Jason Vargas 1-1. Elijah 1-1. Jimmy D 1-1. Doug 1-1. And then we got the scrubs. Mark M 0-2. Mikey T 0-2. Hey, who's the guy with all the Cowboys?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Was
That's
that
Mark.
That's Mark. All right, 0-2, and then Troy 0-2, and this is in order by points for as well. So Mikey's not the worst.
Now-
He
Can I
is the
explain?
worst. Look at his points allowed. He's the
Can I explain?
worst.
points
Can I
allowed.
explain?
defense. Go ahead.
Points allowed and points forced. He's the
I
worst.
think-
Look at it.
I think my team is, let especially Vince. Let Vince get excited. Let him get confidence, momentum, thinking he has the
Confidence,
best
he's
team in
1-1.
the league. Yeah, but look at him. He already thinks he has the best team in the league. Vince, you think you have the best team in the league?
I do not know.
He's lying. Anyways, my team is gonna be good, but it's gonna depend on Chase. If Chase does good, I'm winning. If he doesn't, then I'm losing.
That's like saying anybody's players do good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
doesn't
I
work
have
that
Chase.
way.
I have Chase and Mahomes. Eventually, they're both gonna get really hot, and I'm really gonna start winning games.
Oh, do I play
Not
you, Doug?
But that's your standings through week 2, folks. So any more sit
Oh, we got rivalry week.
Oh,
Vince-
Doug, do
Doug,
I play you this
who are we
week? Hold on,
taking?
I haven't checked my matchup. Do I play
Who are
you?
Who are we taking this week, Vince or Doug?
Oh, are we making bets on
Matchup.
Vince versus Doug?
Matchup of the week.
Oh man, I mean, I gotta go with our boy Vince. He's on the show, but Vince, man, you make me look bad, bro. Don't make me look bad, man. Don't make me look bad.
Oh, what's everyone else's take? What's Danny and Mikey's take?
Well, hate to say it, but I think Vince is gonna win this one.
Oh, Mike Tags said Doug is winning easy.
Who do I play this week? I play
Mikey, why are you voting the question?
Because I just beat you.
Elijah.
All right, folks.
Who the hell
Well,
is
look,
Elijah?
Yeah, it was.
We don't have an
He's,
Elijah.
Yeah, we have an Elijah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do.
Elijah's 1-1.
Oh, where?
One on
Elijah
one.
was 1-1.
Oh, I couldn't
Elijah's
see.
1-1.
My bad.
Doug is loaded and got Pollard. All right, folks. Well, look,
I'm gonna have a bout. I'm gonna have a bout this week with Doug, but Doug,
So
the
you guys need to
bone
make a
is
separate-
gonna be picked.
Who is Mike Tag playing this week?
My tag.
Let's see.
Who you
let's
got?
look it up.
He's playing whoever Hard Knocks Life is. Who's that? Oh, Troy.
Troy.
Ah.
Yeah, 0-2 Troy.
All right. Who do
So
I got?
scary.
Vince.
Who am I playing?
Doug versus Vince.
You're
And we're gonna put up the
playing-
results. We're gonna have a slide. Guarantee that.
That's good. That's a matchup
Talk
of the
your
week.
smack now. Like and subscribe. Talk that smack.
Bro, I'm projected to get smacked.
Hey, send
Who do
us.
I got?
Hey, Vince. Send us super chat if you want to see Danny's feet.
You're playing Kelly. You're playing
Oh, Battle of the Undefeateds.
Kelly.
Oh,
You're playing Kelly.
2 minutes and 1 man lead. All right, Mikey. Let's take it out of here, guys. Any more questions in the chat? We appreciate you guys rolling with us and each and every week. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Check out Jason's OnlyFans.
Hey, send a super chat if you want to see Danny's feet.
That's terrible.
All right.
They look like a cross between Deion Sanders and Shaq.
All right, we'll see you guys next
All
week.
right.
Appreciate y'all. Later.
Have a good
Be
one.
good.